Hey, Mystical, how you doing? How's your day going so far? Fabulous? Good. Yeah, I'm good. I had a good day. I made some fish for dinner, fed the family, fish and chips, some salad. Good to go. Finished talking to my sister and my nephews and stuff. It's been 2 days of unfolding karma towards people. Yeah, I don't know if you believe in karma, but I'm sure you do. It's just sometimes, it happens right away, and sometimes it builds over time. But when it comes, I try not to relish in it too much, but uh, it's good to know that people that deserve karma get it, you know? So it's a good thing. People deserve karma every day. I wish some people would get more karma, but it's all good. I personally think that the worst karma you can have is mental karma, thinking about things all the time, you know? Like if you've done something wrong or you know you've done something wrong and you keep thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. I think that's like mental karma is like the worst. So that's my personal opinion on karma and stuff. Hey Barbie, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, the overthinking can be definitely like a karma thing for people because they think about what they've done, what they've said over and over and over, and it probably affects them obviously, and it will affect them. But yeah, that's what I think. I don't know if you've seen this deck before, Mystical. It's called the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and the cards look like this. That's the back of the card. Got the sunset over the water, and then the cards look like this: forgiveness, change, elimination, that type of stuff. Destiny, how you doing, sweetheart? Look, I got your deck here. Look, Sacred Destiny. I didn't know you had a deck. You didn't tell me. I know, right? How weird is that? So yeah, I got this deck I bring from down upstairs, and I got the other deck to the Sacred Spirit Reading Cards deck. This one's one of my favorites too. Like it's a really It's got really good art. Like the artwork on this is like some AI shit. These cards are I haven't used these in a long time. Like they look like that. Hey Dan, how you doing, bro? And then we got the Kundalini Rising, Change Your Knowledge. Like these are the cards. Like so, yeah. I bring these from upstairs. I have all my cards upstairs. A lot of them are upstairs, but I bring these two decks down. So if you guys want a message, I'll give you one from either one if you want. But yeah, these two decks are pretty cool, and they have the booklets to go with it, so you can read what it means. Yeah, oracles are pretty, and they have really good artwork and stuff. They're nice decks. You just ate some Oreos and relaxing. Did you dip your Oreos in the milk? I love that. I haven't had Oreos and milk forever. Yeah, I knew it. Oreos and milk just go together. What I used to do is I used to get the Oreos and I used to undo it, right? Twist it, pull it away, put it back together, and I used to slide it up a bit so it has the lip there. One of the sides would be a lip, and I take that and I dip it inside the milk, and I'll count to five. We'll go one, two, three, four, five. Then when I pull it up, it's perfect. Where I have my fingers, it's still hard, and the rest of it's all soft from the milk, and boom. Actually, now you're gonna make me want to get some damn Oreos and milk now. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? That's what I used to. That's how I ate my Oreos. I had a special way of eating them. I couldn't tell you the last time I ate Oreos. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you how long I haven't had Oreos. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, there's so many ways to do it. Sometimes I used to submerge the whole thing in there without touching it and just get a big spoon and scoop it back out and eat it with the spoon. I did that sometimes too. I'm gonna end up going to the store and getting Oreos tomorrow, and then I'm doing that. Uh, Mystical, you want a card? Destiny, Barbie, Dan, Lucky. If you guys want a card, let me know. I bring some different decks down here. So nice shuffling. Bigger cards, they just shuffle so much better. Hey Tanya, how you doing? All right, Mystical one. No, no, you just came in here like 2 seconds. You ain't got no damn card. I'm just teasing Tanya. All right. Let's see what this card means. Okay. All right. So, Mystical, this is your card. It says thriving. And it's a giraffe. And it says, if you draw this card, you are a survivor. And not only do you survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. You expand when others shrink, and this may be time to adapt to your circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. Others may find shelter in your energy, and right now, that's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into a primal, powerful, wild part of yourself. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well being. So there you go, Mystical. Keep thriving, and people notice. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Drive safe. You notice my pink hat? Yes. And my pink and black shirt. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good card. I like that card, thriving. You're welcome, Mystical. All right. Barbie, you're next. All right, Barbie. One, two. All right. See what this means. All right. Exactly. I've been forced to wear pink over my time. Your card is pleasure, Barb. I like the artwork on this card. How the deer's looking through like the gate, and it's like, I wonder if I can go through there. Okay, so Barb, this card says, your life, savor your life, each and every part of it. Take pleasure in slowing down and experience each of your senses. Uh, Taste your food with full gusto. Inhale the sense of the world around you. Enjoy the colors and textures of your life. This is truly a stop and smell the roses card. Embrace your sensuality. Move in a languid way. I don't know what that means. Move in a languid way. Let pleasure be your password into every intimate part of your life. Allow your life to be less about being productive and more about enjoying each moment with a radiant energy that will flow through you in all directions of your life. And it says this is a luscious meadow. Definitely looks like a luscious meadow. It's pretty cool. I like that. To think of artwork like that or think of that type of stuff is, your mind's like on some art shit. No problem, Teresa. We got your back. You know that. All right, next is Destiny. Destiny. And this deck is called the Sacred Destiny. So let's see what Destiny gets out of the deck that says Sacred Destiny. You're welcome, Barbie. Of course, when I come on here, I'm clearing my throat. I ain't clearing my throat all day. But as soon as I come on here, it acts up. All right. Her name is also a name that I don't hear very often either. And I like her name too. You both got cool names. All right, so Destiny, your card is leadership, and this is the North Star in the corner there. So leadership and the North Star. Slay. So this says, just as the North Star is a beacon for travelers in the dark in the night, dark of the night, you are a beacon for others. It's time to step into the light and take your leadership role. You are a teacher, a steward, a guardian, a healer, a true leader. Earn these gifts. Come into the light. Don't hold back. Let your world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. If you've been hiding in the background, it's time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brighter. Well, there you go. You got to be the star. Slay. You're welcome, Destiny. I'm glad it's working out for you, and I'm glad you're doing good. Slay Queen. My nephews laugh when I start saying that shit. Uh, what was I gonna do? Next, I think I have Tanya, Miss Bikini. Yeah, I know. I always like talking shit and having fun. Tanya, are you here? You're next. All right. Two. Okay. Let me see. All right. Miss Tanya, you got embracing. And this is the floodplains. Embracing. And this says, sometimes life flows with emotions which can feel uncomfortable. However, the ensuing result of this discomfort can be a great value, perhaps arising from an unseen or unknown source. You get this card when emotions are seemingly overflowing or not flowing at all. Cherish the overflow of emotions and embrace the times that seem murky. For your inner floodplains are being replenished, and as a result, there will be a great spiritual and physical expansion. Embrace all of your emotions. When you do so, greater prosperity and fertility will flow into your life. Alternatively, if your emotions have been blocked, this is the time to explore and experience them. So there you go. Dan, do you want a card too? Because you're next if you want one. You're welcome, Tanya. This deck is called the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I bring it from upstairs, downstairs, and I also got this other cool deck too. So before I go, I'll give everybody another card afterwards. And Teresa, I'll give you a card too. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. All right. That's a great card. All right. I'll wait for Dan to let me know if he wants a card. But in the meantime, I pulled you a card, Teresa. And it says miracles. All right. So this is your card, Teresa. It says miracles, the double rainbow. And this card says the storms of the past are passing and your dreams are going to come true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abundant miracles, good fortune, celestial beauty, the inner divinity, and expanding within you. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. A celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program, invest in your career, or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are overflowing your way. And see, you just started your Reiki uh, thing. I think you started today, didn't you? Or you no, you didn't start today, but I think you went today. So I don't know how that went. Hopefully it went good for you. But this is a card that's pretty much saying that. So being that you're into that now, this could be like the start of a miracle. Oh, Monday. Okay, cool. So this is just confirming that what you're about to do is gonna perform miracles. It's gonna be a miracle for you and for others. And either way, you got good things coming your way. And you deserve it. Absolutely. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. And let me know what else you need. Um, I'll hook you up. All right, Dan, this is for you. You're next. I like that. That's some cool artwork right there. These cards got some nice artwork on them. I haven't used this deck for like years. I couldn't tell you the last time I used this deck. I said, let me go up there and see what I can find. This picture of these two fish, this artwork is really nice. I like that. It's called Inner Peace, is your card. And the Lily Pond is where this is. And Dan, this card says inner peace is your birthright. Tranquility occurs when you realize that your life is unfolding according to divine planning. Serenity isn't something you have to work for or search for it, it already exists within you. To find this inner peace, simplify your life, spend time in nature, and listen to the message of your soul. True peace transcends fear and connects you immediately to the Creator. Breathe deeply and fully, knowing that all is going to be well. There you go. That sounds like you. I like this card. I'm going to show it again. That's some really nice artwork right there, how they did the fish and everything. And how the bubbles are coming out. Like, that's some cool shit. I like that. That's a nice card. There's some Some nice messages, different. Yeah, that's a cool deck. I gotta like get in the habit of bringing all my decks down here and just go through them and just give messages and stuff. I miss like messing around with these cards. Sometimes I have time to do it, and sometimes I don't have time. Depends on how busy it gets in here or how much I talk shit. But yeah, all right. I know what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna take this deck and I'm gonna do a collective reading for all of us with one of these cards. She's right here. She's right below me. She got out of her bed. When I sit down in this chair, she gets out of her bed and she just puts herself right in front of me right here. She's on the tile, completely stretched out, and she went to drink like a gallon of water and a pain in the ass. All right, let me get a collective message for everybody. See what we all need to know. Hey, Marley, how you doing, sweetie? You good? Marley's here. Party starts. Marley says, "Look, I'm here, but with one eye open." Oh, that's true. All right. So let's see what this says. All right. So the card I pulled for all of us, for the collective, is number 27, meditation. And it says, improvements require persistence. And I'll say that again. Improvements require persistence. So you want things to improve, you have to be persistent. Whether you meditate or not, that's what it means. All right. So this says, you may be feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. Poor sleeping patterns, insomnia are triggered by technology use and require you to detach from the materialism and wants of today. Respiratory issues may arise. Please see a professional if you require any attention. But right now, meditation holds the answer. Focus on your breath. Reconnect back to self. Where will you have more time and energy for the areas in your life that have been neglected? A form of meditation is required now for you to feel whole once again. Be aware that your mind reflects your physical world. Is it balanced or unbalanced? Busy or still? Chaotic or calm? Noisy or quiet? Physiological and physiological change is taking place. Use meditation to assist in healing health and well-being goals, specifically to set intentions in physical recovery or influence mind mantras. Importantly, now is the time to focus on your personal health and your well being. Sometimes things are chaotic, dismissive, or emotional detachment is required. Archangel Cassell, sorry, uh, is bringing serenity, solitude, and temperance. Your affirmation messages as a collective is my mind creates a reflection on my physical world and I am at peace. So this is the collective. And message is meditation. Improvements require persistence and create goals with intention. Sounds like a winner. So that is the collective message for everybody. Slay. So to me, that message means that get your shit together. Yeah. Stop making excuses. Stop bullshitting. Get your life in order. Whether you need to meditate or not, I don't meditate. I meditate. But I don't meditate at all because I don't find it useful for me. I just get my shit together and do what I have to do. I'm not perfect, obviously, and no one is. But I find that what that card said is, improvements require persistence. So if you want to improve your everyday life, you got to be persistent. You got to do what's right for your life, not for somebody else's. You got to do what's best for you. Well, it's either exercise or sexercise, Marley. So you choose either one. But if you choose sexercise, you got to remember I have the key to the chastity belt, so I have to go dig it up. Marty said that key is rusty, bruh. All right, I gave everybody one of these cards, Marley. It's called the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and I'll give you one too. Even though we got a collective message, I'll give you one of these as well. Ooh. Slay. All right, let's see what your card is. I gotta find it. Okay, here it is. All right, your card, Marley, is Adventures. This card says, something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at the world in a new and different way. Something that you thought was mundane or someone who you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and a uh, bigger and better way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Uh, don't be afraid to go into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to move your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It's also can signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. Pretty much that. So there's your card, Marley. Adventures. So it looks like you're going on an exercise adventure. So you're already on the right path with this card. You're doing things that you want to do. So there you go. I took care of everybody there, I believe. You're welcome. I bring these cards down, so I wanted to pull a card for everybody. And then I did with the other deck, I did a collective message. So that's a wrap. Good to go. I'm glad. I'm glad everybody came in to get a card, so that's good. It all worked out perfect. All good in the hood now. No problem. It's my pleasure. And Teresa, let me know if you need anything, because I know you donated. So I don't know if you want a reading or whatever you want. I'll hook it up for you. No problem. Just let me know whenever you're ready. What's on my shirt? It's a basketball. It says splash time. It's a basketball shirt. Yeah, the stupid ads are on there. I know it's annoying, but sometimes I forget to turn them off. I don't know if you heard me, Teresa, but I said if you need anything, let me know. Yeah, I mean, I can turn them off though. I think I can go into it. Yeah, I can. Yeah. All right, I turned them off, so you guys shouldn't have anything. All right, Teresa, no problem. You can save it for later or whatever. You can, whenever you need anything, just let me know. I just turned the ads off, so you won't see them no more. Cause I forgot to turn them off. Sometimes I click next and I don't even realize that I didn't turn them off. But I can't stand those ads. So, but they pay you to have those ads on. So they tell me to monetize it. Yeah. See, so that's what they do. So if you want to make money off those ads, each ad is like 30 something cents or something like that you get. And I don't want the ads on here because they aggravate me. And it's not fair to somebody getting a reading to get interrupted by an ad. So I never believed in putting it on. But what happened is every as you go there's a section and it's got like, subscribers mode, you put your, what you're doing, your description, and then you put your thumbnail. But sometimes I click it and I don't realize that it says monetization ads. So I have to, before it was set to where I set it to no ads, but now it's coming back now. So I have to reset it again so it doesn't put ads on there. So I'm glad you told me the ads were coming up. So I turned them off now because I'm not going to get rich over some dumb ads for 30 something cents or whatever. I ain't got no time for that shit. And it's not fair to people getting a reading because then it interrupts the reading that you're getting. It shouldn't be, ads should not be a part of like a psychic channel or a tarot channel, especially if you're doing live readings because it messes up the momentum of the answer. That's my opinion, by the way. So, and I'm sure people will agree with me. But yeah, sometimes when they're on there, just let me know and I'll turn them off because I'm not doing it to make money off of it. I could care less. But some people will be like, yeah, I mean, it's an option pretty much, Barb. You know what I mean? So that's it's an option that you can have. If you're monetized, you can put the ads on there and you make money off of it. Because if you put ads on your stream, then the people that the ads will pay you. But I don't care for that anyway, because I'm getting paid to do readings, so it doesn't bother me. And I hate ads anyway. That's one thing I can't stand. Fucking annoying. Okay, Teresa, if Mystical wants the reading, sure, I'll do one for her. That's not a problem. And Destiny, I got your donation. Thanks. What's up, Maria? How you doing? All good? Mm. All right, so Mystical, you want a general reading. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna do a reading for Mystical, and then I'll do your reading after Destiny. All right. It's so hot. Yeah, I know. Destiny, be careful. Yeah, your blood sugar levels dropped 5 times today. You had to drink soda a lot of times today. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, my dad's blood sugar levels were high too, and the nurse told him that he had to do some shit. I can't remember. Yeah, yeah, it sucks, but hopefully you're gonna be okay. I know you will be. All right, so Mystical. What I get here is you are considered uh, a female that people look up to. You have motivation to be a successful partner, whether you are or aren't. People look at you as somebody who motivates them to be a successful partner, or you yourself are a successful partner to other people. If you have a sister, you are a good sister to them. If you're a good wife, if you're a wife, you're a good wife. If you're a good girlfriend, you're a good girlfriend. If you're a mother, then you're a good mother. You got the Empress card here, pretty much. The Empress card to me is a woman who shows action, a person that is always looking for progress, a person who is, the perfect woman for someone, you know. Then I got the Four of Wands here, the Fool, and I got the World reverse, and I'll tell you what it means to me in general. So in general, this means that you are with this Four of Wands here and the Empress right next to it. It means that you search for peace, tranquility, and anything new that comes your way. You're looking to acquire some type of prosperity through it. And this can mean your home life is very good. You feel very good at home. Home life is great. When you wake up, you know exactly what you got to do. When you rest, you feel you feel like you're at the right place. Your home is got good energy. Your home might be a place where you can only find peace and nothing else there. Or when you're at home, you can form a union with the people that you have there at your home if you have people living with you, and this makes you feel better about yourself. Now, with this Fool card here, it tells me that if you want to begin some adventure, you can. You might be very enthusiastic right now. You might show a lot of initiative. If you want something new to happen, you have unlimited possibilities concerning these new things. Try not to obsess over anything or be careless or thoughtless about certain things about the situations, about things that you want to make new in your life. So if you want to do something new, then don't obsess about it. Just do it and try not to like think about it every single day, trying to make it perfect, you know? Um Now lastly, the world reverse just means that you know you're not perfect. You might feel like things aren't perfect or it can't be perfect. And sometimes you'll be disappointed. Sometimes you dwell on your broken heart that you've had in the past. Sometimes your visions, you may lack your vision or you may have a lack of vision sometimes. You might think you're seeing something but you're not. Or you might think about something, visualize something, and be like, you know what? I'm not going to do that right now, but I'll keep that vision there, but I'll deal with it on another time. Um, Also, you might want to complete a task, but then something gets in the way or someone gets in the way of it, and it might disappoint you that you didn't fall through. Things didn't fall through for you, and you make it happen, and then you try to make something happen, but it didn't go through. And it could be because of other people holding you back from making something happen that you wanted to happen. Or this can just mean that you sometimes think of your disappointments and your broken hearts and you say, you know what, I need to get over that and I need to like make things happen and not worry about the past or don't fixate myself on what happened to me or who did something to me because I'm only going to be disappointed if I think about disappointing things. So try to bring that world card upright, and then you'll be more into an energy of it's all about me. And I know that people know that I'm a good person. People love me. People care about me. So I'm not going to be disappointed about what's happened to me in the past. I can't change those things. So now I can move forward and have the world revolve around me for once. So in general, that's what I get. I get good things here for you personally. This is more of like a personal looking out for you personally because I don't see anybody else here but you. Because when the Empress shows up, that just means that the woman that I'm doing the reading for has to understand that they are the only ones that are in control of their own life. The Empress to me is one of the most powerful cards, period. So it just means that you can have success in any way you can. And remember that only dwell on the people who know you are the Empress. Capiche? Yes, this is all good stuff here. Just try not to dwell on any disappointments from the past or the present or what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter, but and even in the future, in the next month or next 30 days, if there is some disappointment that you have to encounter, just understand that, hey, I'm the Empress. I'm in charge of my life. I don't care about what these people think about me or what they say about me, or I don't care about my past anymore. I have to let it go and say fuck it. I can't keep thinking about these broken hearts or dwelling on it. Even if that's not the case, it could be just you being disappointed about someone else who had a broken heart. Like this is a general reading. So I always tell people that you if this isn't you personally that's dwelling on the past, it could be somebody that you're attached to that's having these issues and looking to you because you're the Empress and saying, "What? How can I be like you? What is it gonna take for me to be like you? To be a feminine progress, a feminine influence? How can I be a powerful woman like you?" So I know you do readings, obviously, and you have your channel, so you could be an inspiration for other women. Yeah, right. So that makes sense from what you're saying. So that's good. So keep being that Empress and show action and show that, hey, in order to be a successful woman or a successful person, these are the things you got to do. It's that simple. So, yeah. That's good. That was positive reading there for you, and a positive outlook. And the next 30 days can be those type of energies that happen. All right. Destiny. No problem. Hey Gala, how you doing? All right. All right, Destiny. Oh, hey, Lucky. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, Teresa. No, you don't have to, Teresa. What you gave me will do that their reading too. It's fine. I'll do one for Gala with what you sent me already. It's fine. I'll gladly do it for her. No problem. All right. So Destiny. Well, the only way it's gonna lead to a booty call if you give him the booty, and I know you probably would because you like it. You need some D. It'll calm you down. At least it's a D you've seen already. So it's like getting the same thing. You know, you want a booty call. Don't lie. You know you want some D, and you know why? Cause your birthday. See, you ain't got some birthday D. No, no, don't lie. Okay, Destiny, you said, will I get a new job offer this year? All right, let's check. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. No matter what I say, Teresa's like, Mark, just shut up and just do as I tell you. Well, then if you ain't got to worry about the booty call, then don't worry about it. That's all. If he says, I want some booty, you say, no, no. Just tell him you have a chastity belt on and I have the key. And it got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. And he'll be like, what the fuck is this weirdo talking about? And then he'll leave you alone. That's all you gotta do. Use me as the scapegoat. All right. Okay, so Destiny, you're next. You said, will I get a new job offer this year? All right, let me read what you said. I like my job now, but I think they overwork me and I'm not supportive of my health. My health been declining. My diabetes is worse. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Destiny. All right. All right, so I do see an opportunity to get a new job, yes, because I got the Ace of Wands here. But I feel like you have anxiety, you're very impatient, and because all of these things are happening, you don't want to like take a break and lose money because you like to work. Also, you feel like things are inconsistent and you need a change and you need more stability, but you're not really getting that. So you want to take a risk and you want to get a new job. And I do see that happening by the end of the year. So let me just check when this will happen. Like, because I asked from now to the end of the year, but let me get a better time frame here. It might be after September. So I would say it's going to be September, October, November, December, that time, that the last 4 months. But from now until like September, I don't see it happening. But um, I would say after September, it looks like you'll have something better that will help you, a better situation and a better job. So I would say you're going to have to wait till at least September for that to happen. September onward. Yeah. Okay, Barbie, take care, sweetheart. Good seeing you. I'm right back at you. I wish you the best too. So it's gonna be difficult, Destiny. Even like to get something better this year. I see it's very possible you getting it, but like I always tell people, all because you get another job doesn't mean it's gonna be better. Getting a new job doesn't prevent you from having bullshit come back to you again. You know what I mean? So it's a pain in the ass because you know you can leave one job and go to another and still deal with bullshit. All because you get a new job doesn't mean everything's going to be better than the last one, right? And that's the main thing there. So I would say don't give up on getting the job, right? Well, I'll put it to you this way, Destiny. If these kids motivate you to stay there, and these kids are the reason why you're there, and I want you to ask yourself, do these kids love you, care about you, and want you there? And Matt, I'm sure if I went there today and said, "Do you know Destiny? You're the person that's in charge of you guys, your teacher. Do you want her to leave?" And they'll probably be like, "No, no way. We don't want her to leave. We love her. We want her to stay." I'm sure that would probably be their answer, right? So my thing is, my advice to you is, you're doing it for the kids, right? But you also have to take care of yourself. But because you're doing this and taking care of these kids, and these kids are there, and it's motivating you, if it is, then I would say stay and try and make it. Um, try and make things better for yourself, or try to do whatever you have to do. You know what I mean? Because when you take care of children, God takes care of His children, which is you. So, but you have to believe that in order to receive that. And I'm also gonna tell you something as well, like what I believe you should do is, I want you to go to, I don't know if you have any holy water, but I want you to get some holy water from a church. And I want you to put it in like a bottle like this, right? Go get some holy water in a bottle. And every morning when you wake up, you put some holy water on yourself like that every single day before you leave your home. And if you do that for 7 days in a row, you're gonna see things change. And I don't guarantee too many things, but I'll guarantee that. Because I know you don't do that every day. But if you do, that's gonna help. And also, you have to remember that you have people in spirit that have your back, and you need to talk to them every day. Yeah, you got to do it every day before you leave. As soon as you put on your clothes, bless yourself with holy water and do a little prayer. It takes literally 1 minute. Put the holy water on, bless yourself with the holy water, and just have a little prayer. Say, Grandma, your dog, whoever else is in spirit that you love and care about, you talk to all of them. You say, hey, look, guys, I really need your help. I'm struggling. I got diabetes. I got anxiety. I got hives. I got this. Please, I need your help. I need your help now more than ever. And that's something you gotta, but you can't. I mean, I understand the emotions, but you gotta use spirit now more than ever to help you. And if you do that, you'll start to feel better. You are what you eat. You are who you hang around. And if you do the right things, your body will change. You can beat anything. You can beat any disease with the power of spirit. And that's why I'm trying to tell you to do these things. And if you do it, I guarantee you, and I don't guarantee much, but I will guarantee you'll feel the change within a week. But you have to do what I tell you. If you don't, then it's not gonna work. You got to do it every single day. You got to make it a part of your life. I do it every day. I bless myself every day. I pray every day. And I always talk to spirit every single day. And ever since I've done that, my life has been much better. And if I can do it, we all can do it. We just choose not to because we get comfortable with our lives. But we shouldn't be comfortable with bullshit lives. We should be comfortable for a better life. Yeah? Listen to Uncle Marky, okay? All right, let me answer your second question here. You said, should I give a chance for a relationship co-worker for a new job? All right, let's see. Yeah, it's best to get your own so it's in your own energy. Yeah, just do it. It's not, I mean, it's not a, it's. All right, good. All right, let's check Joshy boy. All right. All right, Joshy boy. Let me see if you're good for destiny. Hmm. Well, yes, Marie, I see you pain in the ass. Hmm. It seems like Josh is someone who has had other people try to destroy his life. He seems kind of like he might be cool with you. No, 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 no. I'm just saying. I'm gonna let you know like the whole thing. So I feel like Josh may talk to you in a way where he doesn't bring his life to work. If he has told you about his life, which I see that he might have, but maybe not, right? He feels like people try to take advantage of him all the time of his kindness, right? And he doesn't like that. People have tried to destroy his life and make him, and get him into a bad place, right? He feels like in order to be in a relationship with you, he has to trust you. But he's suspicious of everybody, even you. He doesn't know if he can trust you. He fears that he's going to fail you if he does get into a relationship. He doesn't trust anybody, but he might be kind to you because he doesn't want to he wants to be impressive, but he still has no substance. Like he's been through some bullshit here. Like he might have mother issues. Like his mother could have been like a royal bitch to him, and he's upset about that. It's not even about relationships sometimes. It might be about a poor motherhood. Like his mother could have been very bad to him, or he has mommy issues, right? So if it wasn't his mom, it could have been like a person that he dated, or but I'm getting like it's a mother figure. So his mother might be a pain in his ass, right? Or could have done something bad. That's what I'm getting. But I feel like you can give him a chance if you want to, but let me just check to see how he feels about you. Because I just picked up on his energy just now. I mean, he thinks that you are mentally helping him and you're helping each other. I feel like because of these issues he has, he feels like talking to you is good. He also, he also is very honest. I feel like he's an honest and friendly and smart person. He's very devoted to his life, to his job. You know, he wants to be married, he wants to be a father. He's very mature. I see like he wants to be like a ruler of his own destiny type of thing. Yeah, no pun intended. But yeah, uh, but he also has he needs to go through a transformation where he gets rid of his old ways and makes way for a new life. And you guys can probably help each other do that, right? But he does have a lot of anxiety as well. He's not very happy with what happened in his life, and he still holds on to resentment. But as far as answering your question, should you give him a chance? Yes. Yeah, I feel like he's a good person. He just has issues like everybody else. Yeah, like I said, he's a good person, but he's closed off to actually having a relationship with you or anybody because he has trust issues or mommy issues. One of the two. I didn't look too far ahead, but he's yeah, like he likes you, but he doesn't know whether or not he's gonna actually get into a relationship with you right away. But like I said, my advice to you will be this: allow him to trust you and allow yourself to trust him. Because he has issues with that, you know? So if you show him you can trust him, he could trust you, I mean, then you're good to go. Yeah. Well, you're an Aries, see, so Aries women are like, when they like somebody, they'll make the guy feel that way. Like he'll blush and be like, "Damn, she likes me." Fuck. You Aries women, that's how you are. That's your Aries energy. You can't help it. It won't go away. Nah, you're not. You're good. You're a good person. You're young, so you got a lot to go, and just keep like doing what you have to do. All right, Maria, you're next. You're welcome, Destiny. You're gonna be fine. Just do what Uncle Marky told you to do, and you should be good to go. All right. Please do what I told you because that's the only way you're gonna get ready. You're gonna be, you're gonna be good. I'm telling you, like, believe me when I tell you, okay, that you can be healed through spirit if you just ask for the help and bless yourself every day. You know? Yeah, yeah. You can call me Tio. In Portuguese, it's TT, TT Mark. That's what my nephews call me, TT Mark, because in Portuguese it's TT, and you guys say in Spanish, you guys say Tio, me T. It's TT Marky, yeah. That's what all my nephews call me. On Sunday, I went to brunch with four of my nephews, and here they are. These are the four youngest with their TT Mark. That's me. The youngest is next to me with the pink shirt. He's 15, 17, 20, and 18. The one in all black, you see his shorts, it's got the cross on it. See, they all believe in God because their TT knows what time it is. Slay. See, Lucky says TT is D in Filipino. See? See where her mind is? Always in the gutter. Primo Marky. We slay every day. All right, so Maria the pain in the ass. What you want now? Yes, I know, Lucky. I know you're telling me the truth. I'll Google it later just to see if you're lying. No, I know. I'm just teasing. All right. Maria's such a pain in the ass. You know that. Tito. All right, I'll be the Tito. I could be a T.O. Yeah, I'll ask the pool guy tomorrow. The pool guy that comes here, he's Filipino. He's gonna come here tomorrow. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say, hey, how do you say D in how do you tell a Filipino girl I want to give her my D? He's gonna be, oh sir, are you sure you want to tell her that? I was like, yeah, I want to tell her. What is it? Let me it's called TT. What the no, really? And I'll tell him TT in Portuguese is uncle. So what if I tell her I'm an uncle and I'm telling her that, in Portuguese uncle's TT, but she's gonna think that I want to give her the D. She might slap the shit out of me. You're gonna get me slapped. You know how many Filipino women's here right now? They be like taking over. There's a huge Filipino community here. I saw some sexy Filipinos, but they're probably too young. They can be that daddy. Anyway, all right, Maria, let me check what's going on with you. Then after Maria, I got Gala. Galacticness. Yeah, I can be Daddy Marky. Yeah, see, now Maria's sex excited. She's thinking about D. He is all Lucky's fault because all Lucky thinks about is getting D. Ever since Lucky's ex has been texting her again, she's thinking about that Taurus booty. See, and she acting like she don't want it. Come on, man. All right. So, like I told you already a million times, Maria, that the ex, the baby mama, is going through a bad luck cycle. She's let Walter down. Um, it's something about money and business, and like maybe she's like maybe lost her job or she doesn't have enough money, and she's got no opportunities to make things better. And I think she's got a job problem. That's what it could be. Because you're asking me what could it be, right? What is it? So what I'm getting is she's having bad luck with her job or her work. So if she had a job, she might have lost it, or if she's got a job, she might be losing the job, or she might be not making enough money to support her and the situation that they're dealing with, like the son and things like that, rent and all sorts of other shit. Like she's telling him incorrect things and saying other stuff. Look who's here, love. I can't move. I'm moving in the wrong direction. No. You say hi, licking your chops. Say hi to Destiny and everybody. Look at my pain in the ass. No, I'm gonna do her next. That didn't sound good. Pause. Now, I'm gonna give her reading after this. After Maria. So Maria, that's what's going on with the baby mom, and that's why they're arguing because it's over work stuff, right? It's over work stuff. It's over like being inactive, making stupid mistakes. She's being immature. She's doing a lot of dumb shit. So yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure Gala wouldn't mind me doing her next. You know, if she's looking for D, this is the right place. But don't tell too many people that, okay? They might get sex excited. She's gorgeous. Okay, good. That's my type of woman. All right. So Maria, I think Walter's being very mature about this, and he's got more stability than her, and that's why like she's mad because Walter's doing better. Because remember, Walter got the new job, right? So that's the case. He said, Teresa, you need a bucket of cold water. So yeah, because of that, she's probably mad because he's making more money than her, and like he's doing all the supporting, and he's getting pissed because she lost her job, or she's like something bad happened at her job. So I never got that until now because you asked me to specifically check that. So something's up with her job. Let me double check. Yeah. It looks like she's looking for a new job, or she is like looking for more money at her job, but she's tempted to like do something bad. She's being very petty and weak, and she's trying to abuse her power. Maybe she's trying to get Walter to pay more than she is because Walter has a very right. See, so that makes sense. Apparently, she had a job but then stopped working. Right. So because she's not bringing in any income, Walter's pissed at her because she's not doing anything. She's making Walter pay for everything. So that's why they're pissed. That's why he's pissed at her because she's not like wanting to do anything. She might be living off of the child support, which most hoes do. I mean, most people do. Yes, it is. But that's what it is. If you wanted me to check that, which you did, that's what it is. That's what the deal is. Yep. I keep getting all bad shit on her end. And she's being influenced by her sister and her mother. I think I've seen that before. So there you go, Maria. But you and Walter are good, obviously. But that's the situation there. Exactly. And that's what I keep telling you that you have nothing to worry about because, it's better. That's why I think good things are happening between you and him. See? Yeah, I love hers. Hers need love too. I try to give the hers love. Some of them need love, you know, but it's all good. Hers got a right to be in the world. As long as they stay over OnlyFans and keep still and keep quiet and make their money and leave me alone and don't give me anything, then we're good to go. They won't be getting shit from me though. Hell no. I pay hers, no mind. You're welcome, Maria. No problem. Don't worry. Be happy. All right. Gala. Gala. What would you like, Gala? You have a free reading from Teresa. You can ask me whatever you want, or ask me to check whatever you want. I need some water for this. Fiona, thank God you're not a hoe. See, I love you unconditionally, but hers need love too. So you can't be jealous about me loving the hers too, you know? Even though I love you guys, but I love hers too. I love them more when they're asleep, though. Okay, Maria. Mucho besos. Hasta mañana. Muy bueno. How do we start the conversation about hers? Well, that you can blame me for that. Because we were talking about hers getting child support from opening their legs and having children. So that's what a hoe does. A hoe takes advantage of a man and wants child support and then don't get a job and stays home all day and on their flat ass doing nothing. Yes, and then there's widows, where women who lose their husband and then they turn into a hoe and think that their husband ain't seeing what they're doing. There's all types of hoes. Conservative hoes, dirty hoes, nasty hoes, good hoes, bad hoes, garden hoes. Yeah, pretty much. They were like, yeah, I had to die for this woman to go get some outside D. So much for her loving me. All right, so well, yeah, garden hose are useful, but a hoe can be useful to a man who has, sexual kinky desires. So they are useful, but unless they have, some type of, coochie problems, then I don't want them. All right, Gali said, I am here. Just a general spiritual read. All right, cool. Let's see what we get. Yeah, exactly. When one bee dies, you gotta go get a new one. That's how it works. If it ain't death, then it's the death of your D, which is erectile dysfunction. If your D dies, you're screwed. The toy, well, yeah, a toy D will always last forever. You just gotta clean it. Dan, I don't know. I think he's on duty. All right, Gala. I see. All right, Gala. What we have here is some situations. All right. You might be going through a transition change period right now and trying to reverse the way you live your life. You might be bored at times, or you might be like trying to make sacrifices to make readjustments, or just try to like make an adjustment in certain parts of your life. You might be like, okay, this is cool. I'm not gonna mess around with that. That part of my life is good. This part of my life I need to change. So you also might feel, right, that there might be a woman in your life, could be a mother, could be a sister, could be a friend that has been inconsistent with you lately. And it's a woman that's been dishonest and you can't trust them as far as you can throw them. So you might be going through, it's either family or a friend or somebody that's in your community or somebody that's close to you that you now know that you can't trust. But try not to think about this person anymore. And if you know who this person is, then you have to try to disconnect yourself from this person, you know, because this person can't be trusted and they're going to continue to be this way. This person probably makes your family or you feel unhappy, or this person just has too many differences of opinion or being really petty, and you're like, you know what? I've tried to ignore you, but now I really need to like make a decision on getting rid of you for sure. So this person, if you know who they are, it's time for you to either, make a stand against them and say, you know what, I'm done with you, or you can still deal with them. But if you do deal with them, then it's still going to be this way. It's not going to change. But you can change, or you can just wait. Well, because they're reversed, if it's who you think it is and it's no contact, then I would say yes, it's someone that you don't have any contact with. But it still might bother you, or it still might be in your mind, or this person might be still talking about you or feeling some type of way because there is no contact. Now, also, there also could be a man as well being immature, ineffective, and someone who is very indecisive and has can't control their petty emotions either. So you could be dealing with a man and a woman, but this man is almost the same way. The Emperor Reverse is a man who is like at the age of adulthood and don't and acts like a child. You know, so this person has a weak character. They're very indecisive. They lack a lot of things, and they're very ineffective, immature, and can't control any petty emotions that they have. So this man is another person who can be you know draining, or you just have to say, you know what, I'm done with you too. It's my advice to you now that I see this, what's going on here, is to either you have two choices. You keep dealing with these people, or you just disconnect from them and cut the cords mentally from them. So that way, even if they think about you, it's not going to affect you, if that makes sense. But only you can do that. But I feel like you're hanging there thinking that, you know, is it me? Is it them? Do I have to deal with these people again? And if I do, what am I going to say? How am I going to feel? Or should I just say fuck it and just not deal with them at all and avoid them at all costs? So the ball's in your court, you know? Yeah, if you want to look at it that way, I would say that's a way to look at it if you want. Because sometimes we still have to encounter these people in our day-to-day lives, right? It's like when you have for an example, it's like when you have a family function and you have a brother or a sister that you can't stand, but you love their children. Or you have a brother or sister that you can't stand, but when you go to the family function, you just stay away from them because you don't get along with them, but you're still in the same space. So when that happens, or when that happens to any of us, my advice is to always divert yourself from dealing with them. So that way you don't have to worry about the interaction. And silence is better than bullshit. So it's up to you what you want to do. So if that's happening, that's my advice. Now, spiritually, I would say you're on the right track. I feel like you acknowledge spirit. I feel like you know that spirit exists in your heart and in your soul and in your mind. I feel like spiritually you're on the right track. And I feel like you're the type of woman that has patience. You bring things together. You like to form the perfect union when it comes to other people. You like to help. You like to be a good influence. You like to be successful. You like to make adjustments to make things happen. But when you come home, you might be caught up in your mind and say, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. And you're home saying, fuck, what am I going to do? Like, should I do this? Should I do that? And then you come home and then you're like, it would be nice to have a companion in my life. That'll be nice. But then again, you're like, you know what? I don't really need anybody. I want somebody, but, nothing's concrete right now, but I don't give a fuck. I'll just take care of myself. You might be thinking that when you're home sometimes when you're alone and just wandering off in your mind, right? Or you might think that you're not good enough, or you might think that someone's not good enough for you. So try not to wonder so much and worry so much about those type of things. Now, another thing I get here that spirit says is mixing of the past and the present. And I get this for certain people sometimes. Because right now in the present moment, you might feel like you have things organized and you're doing the right thing personally and you have spirit in your life and you're optimistic. You have, you know, you feel like you're satisfied with what you're doing personally for yourself. And you might be very good at what you do for a living. But try not to mix the past with the present. You can learn from the past through your present situations, right? But don't mix the present with the past, if you know what I mean. So don't like sit there and mix those two together. Fuck the past and keep focusing on the present. That's the best thing that you can do right now. Because spirit says that you have faith. You're inspired by others and people are inspired by you, you know? So keep optimistic. You'll be satisfied with whatever outcome happens. Try to be. But once again, there could be somebody around you that makes you feel insecure about yourself. So, for instance, if you're reading for someone or talking to someone, right? Because Teresa said that you're an extraordinary reader. So, if you're reading for people sometimes, or you're reading for a specific person, and they have insecure feelings or they don't have an imagination, they don't have any willpower, and you just say, you know what, I wish this person would just not come to me because they drain my ass. And we're all gonna be all readers deal with that bullshit, right? So if this is happening to you where you read certain people and their insecurities make you feel like you have to delay your answers or delay your thoughts about them, um, then try not to let that bother you too much and just know you're doing the right thing and by telling them what they need to do and what they not need to do, right? And this also can be like maybe how you feel at times. Like you might feel like, I'm listening to this person and I'm doing a reading for this person and what about my life? Like, what do people think about me when I get a reading from someone or how you might be like indirectly judging someone at some time and you'd be like, you know what, I hope this doesn't like try not to make it try not to let it make you feel insecure about your life because you're reading someone else's. Because that can happen at times. I don't know if you experienced that or you don't have to answer that, but I see that this could be an issue at times. And if it isn't you feeling that way, then maybe that you're making someone feel insecure by telling them the truth in a reading, and it might make you feel a certain way or worry if you were harsh. But don't worry about that. Telling the truth will always hurt somebody as long as it don't hurt you. All right. So that's what I got for you in in the spiritual form. But I would say that you're on the right track and you're doing the right thing. But try to make sure that, but the thing is, lying to them only hurts you more than it hurts them, because spirit's not going to trust you to give the truth anymore. You see? You're welcome. You're welcome, Teresa, and you're welcome, Gala. My pleasure. But my advice to you is to always tell the truth, whether you hurt the person or not, because they'll thank you in the long run, and they'll think about how you told them the truth is the truth. Because that's one thing people kind of don't like about me, is that I pretty much tell you the truth, and it might hurt you, but I don't really care, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Because if I lie to you, spirit's gonna tell me, look, you want to lie to these people because you want to hurt their feelings? Well, guess what, Mark? We don't trust you to give you readings anymore. You're only as good as the truth you tell, and that's life. And in order to be the best reader for the people you read for, you have to tell the truth, even if it hurts. And explaining the reading to someone, make sure you always give them as many options, scenarios, and cases you possibly can. Because sometimes I feel like readers don't really give enough information in every single way, especially a general reading should be done for you, the person you're dealing with, the person they're dealing with, and the person you don't even know, or like any option. It could be many things, because terror is based on people, you know. So, people are, a page is like a young person in my eyes. A knight is a young person. Then you get to the queen and the kings, and then there's our older people, right? But sometimes spirit can't really, put the right cards in the right age group. So you have to do it. You have to read in a different way, or say things in a way where it makes sense to somebody, right? So when my advice to everybody who reads is to always give as much information. And if you're the type of person that hears things, say what you hear before you even say anything else. And don't be scared to say something that you hear right away, because it'll make sense today, or it might make sense 10 days from now. Don't ever fear what you hear. You got it. The spirit's telling you shit for a reason. That's the main thing. That's the only reason why I became a better reader for people, because I never hold back what I hear and what I think and what I say. I always make sure that everything, every single card I see has some type of meaning to it. You can't hold back, because spirit's not going to do, they're not going to make you powerful as much as you want, because you're not telling the truth. And that's what a lot of readers' problem is on here. They don't want to tell the truth, and it's sad. I'd rather somebody tell me the truth than lie to me, for sure. I want the truth and nothing but the truth. But that's how you become even more powerful. So if you are already a good reader, you yourself can become better by the power of the truth. And that's how it goes. Yeah. Hey Dan, welcome back. Absolutely. Gala, that's and some people, will put you on a pedestal and say you're the best reader I've ever dealt with. But I might be the best for you, but I might not be the best for somebody else, because you everybody is meant to read for a certain amount of people. You can't read every single person in the world. That's impossible, because not even God is accepted by every single person in the world. But you shouldn't have to prove yourself to a liar. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to a doubter. All you got to do is tell the truth. Whether or not that person believes that, that's up to them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to improve my spirituality and my whole. I joke around, I talk shit, but at the end of the day, when I read somebody, I make sure I tell the truth at all times. What's up, Hulk? How you doing? So that's the thing. Telling the truth, well, and reading somebody, because every card has multiple readings, multiple meanings, and whatever your system is, if it works, stick to it. Don't change anything unless you have to. But the more you believe in yourself and spirit and what they're giving you, the better you're gonna be. And you can't be the best for everyone, but you can definitely tell the truth, and that will make you someone who is trusted, and you can make a living out of it. You know. Yeah, exactly, Teresa. Yeah. The thing, Teresa, you gotta do exactly what I was just saying. You just gotta tell the truth, believe in yourself, and believe in spirit. That's all you gotta do. The main thing is to believe more in yourself and whatever you want, you know? You can do so much, you know? I'm not dealing with that. That ain't happening. And let me tell you, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And there can be, even though you can be very good at what you do, there's always people out there who try to distract your energy or try to like make you um get off your program and get off your what you're doing. Because when people there's a lot of observant people around. You never know who's watching you, you never know who's judging you, you never know, and that shouldn't even matter anyway. But if you allow, when you read people on a regular basis, you have to disconnect from that right away too. So when you finish a reading with somebody, you got to completely disconnect from that and move on to the next person with no remorse, no nothing. Like you just got to keep going, and you have to like. What I find with myself is when I get off of here, I completely don't think about anything that just happened. And if you can disconnect from everything you're doing, then it's better that way. Because you're not taking somebody else's shit and putting it on your table. You got to make sure you have nobody's shit on your table. Nobody's shit in your mind, none of that stuff. Because detaching yourself from whoever you just read, if you don't do it properly, you're going to get affected in a worse way. Right, exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Gala. Yeah. Having that realization of disconnection is more important than connecting, because the connection is always there. If you if you are if you the main thing with every reader should be your belief, because anybody can sit here and say, I'm a reader, I'm a clairvoyant, I'm a Claire this, and who the hell Claire is, I don't have any idea because Claire ain't in my life. All I know is I read cards, I'm a medium, I can do this, I can do that, and I can heal, I can do this, I can do anything I put my mind to because I have the power of spirit within me and I have the spirit around me. So I can do whatever you want me to do with their power. But I have to have the power from your spirit to make it happen. So if we don't have the same, if we don't have a spiritual, uh, a mutual spirit connection, then your spirit's gonna say, "Fuck this guy. I'm not giving you no answers." Hell no. Yeah, I don't give a shit about Claire. All these damn psychics on here talking about I'm Claire audience, Claire ascending, Claire this. I don't give a shit about Claire. Claire has nothing to do with what I'm doing. I'm Mark. Marky Mark's tarot is this, what you see. Give a shit about your damn. Oh, it's called five senses: see, taste, hear, smell, touch, feel, whatever the fuck you call it. I don't give a shit about Claire. That damn hoe. She be want to smell me, touch me, feel me, and judge me. I ain't worried about her. Leave me alone. Tanya. But you see what I mean? Like, all that shit's unnecessary. It's all unnecessary. I tell a lot of psychics that you don't need to sage every day. You don't need to, like, bath in holy water and pour sea salt all over your body and do all that unnecessary bullshit. It's more belief over everything. All you have to really do, and you gotta trust me on this, because I'm a prime example of what I'm talking about. Your belief is more than any sage, any bullshit that you think. You can have dragon's blood, frankincense, sage, palo santo. You can have all these beautiful smells all around you. You can light 50 candles and put your name on it and the person you want, and like all these TikTokers do, they get these damn long candles like this, and they're like, today, I'm selling these candles for 25 bucks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write your name on this candle and it's gonna say Mark, and I'm going to charge you $25, Mark, and I'm going to put your name here. And when I light this candle, it's like lighting your ass on fire. And then when the candle burns all the way down in a week from now, and it goes all the way down, then your life is going to change. Yeah, right. Whatever, ho. You talk a whole pile of shit. It ain't happening. Because what happens is I'm going to send you 25 bucks and you're going to take that candle, you're going to peel this damn label off like this, and you're going to say, fuck Mark, I'm going to con another motherfucker right now. Okay, guys, this candle, look, I got a fresh label, and we're going to put Tanya on here. We're going to put Maria, Marley, this. Man, shut the hell up. Who the heck you think you are lighting a candle? You think you're the Pope or a priest in a damn church? Get your ass out of here. Talk that damn shit to me, woman. That new candle gonna change my life. That candle's gonna burn. That candle don't even have no feelings. Shut up. I can't look at people like that. They aggravate me. The only way you're gonna gain somebody's trust is showing it. Everything is shown and earned and believed, and actions. Actions speak louder than that stupid candle. Yeah, I mean, listen. Teresa, sage can be used just to clear the energy and make you, when you smell it, it could affect you to feel better. And that's fine. I'm not saying that nothing that I say, whatever I say is what I don't need anymore. You might need it and you might feel like when you light it, it's something for you to do. Everybody has their ways, right? Now, I'm not gonna tell Gala that she can't use, a certain oil or a certain, or she can't shuffle her cards sideways. I'm not telling anybody to change their ways. All I'm telling everybody is to believe more than anything else when you do this type of work. The more belief you have, then you don't need none of the things that these people put and portray in your mind. But you can still use it and believe that that is making you better. So if you light sage, you can say, "Hey, I light sage because I feel it makes me feel good. I pray every day before because it makes me feel good. I take a crystal and I put it on top of my cards because I feel like that crystal, that black tourmaline crystal, make protects me, and spirit told me that I need that. That's okay. I will never change nobody's mind about what you want to do. But I'm at a point in my life that I've done it so long that I know I don't need any of those extra things no more. Because my belief is so strong that I don't need any of those things anymore. Because I believe I don't need it. So if you believe you need sage, fine. I'm not gonna look at you different. I'm not gonna tell you you're crazy. You do whatever whatever you feel is right for you, because we all can't be the same. You all can't be me, and I can't be you. Right? We're all different and unique in our own ways. So some people, I used to say, I used to wear my chain all the time with the cross. And then sometimes I just forget to put it on because I felt like I needed that chain with Jesus on it on the cross to make me protected. But why should I wear a symbol if I already have it in my mind and in my soul and in my heart? And I trust that God already has my best interest, and I don't need to show a symbol if I already have the belief in my heart. You see what I mean? So sometimes people say, "Hey, Mark, where's your chain? You used to wear it every day." I don't have to wear it every day because I now believe so much in Him that I believe more in myself, and whatever that comes out of my mouth in a reading, I know it's right, and it can't be wrong, because if I believe it's wrong, then I that means I don't believe in God. That means I don't believe in myself. And where's that gonna lead me? Down a doubtful path, and then doubt becomes the most powerful tool in your mind, and you don't want that, you know? Exactly. Yeah. See, Teresa said that she had her crystals in her boobs. And you know what? To be honest, Teresa, I'm going to tell you a story about that, right? Because I saw boobs, so I had to read what you said. So I used to tell women to put the crystal in their bra, in the left side of their bra, on their left boob. Because some women, right? They had like a lot of women are jealous of other women, right? So when you go to work and you're strutting your big booty or your big boobs and you're looking sexy and you're coming into work with your high heels and your banging clothes and you're fine as hell, right? I used to tell women, because women used to come to me and say, "Mark, I get hated on so much at work. These bitches are aggravating me. What can I do to deflect their energy and protect myself from being attacked by them in a spiritual or energetic way?" And I said, "Well, go get a black tourmaline crystal, a smooth one, not a prickly one. You get a smooth one and you put it in your left boob in your bra." And they're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm dead serious. You just stick it in your bra." or put it where your nipple is, or put it wherever it fits. You can get a small black tourmaline crystal and put it in there, and you put on your left side, right? So it protects your heart, right? Exactly. As I said that, you wrote that. So it protects you. It deflects in front of you. So when they look at you, that black tourmaline crystal protects and deflects the energy from them zapping you with it. So that is a true thing to do. That is a thing to do. You can put a black tourmaline crystal in your boob, in like your bra where your boob is on the left side. Yeah, because spirit already knew where you have to put it. You could put it on either side, but I was told by spirit to tell people to put it on the left side. So, you know, that's pretty much what you can do. You can even put two. You could put one on either side if you want. You could put it in your purse. You could put it in your shoe. You could put it in your pocket. If you feel like you need that type of protection from these witches and bitches, then go for it. If you feel like you need that, then you can get it. But what is beyond that is belief. So if you step out of your house and you drive to your job, this is just an example, right? And you get to work and you know these bitches are going to aggravate you, or you know these people are going to hate on you or jealous of you. All you got to do when you walk through those doors is say, God, please protect me from the evil eyes of these people. Please protect me from these people. Spirit, my ancestors, everybody, just protect me, please. And if you believe that you have that force field around you, then you don't need no crystals, no sage, no no holy water. You don't need none of that stuff. But I still use holy water every single day, or almost every day when I remember. And I sometimes wear my cross every now and then. But my belief is so strong now, more strong than it's ever been. So my belief is so strong that I don't even need any of those things, because Jesus didn't have none of those things, you know? Spirit don't have none of those items, and they're the most powerful things on earth. A spirit ain't wearing no chain. A spirit don't have material things anymore. A spirit don't have money and crystals and tarot cards. They're just a spirit floating around. And that's all that matters. You don't need those type of things. Exactly. Humans need physical tools. So if you believe in spirit and the power of spirit, then you can be like them in a human form, where you don't need the physical tools if you really believe you don't. So see how you said humans need physical tools? Yes, we need physical tools for working and for doing certain things. Yes. And we can still use those physical tools, but we can still believe that we don't really need that for protection. We don't need it because God protects us anyway, and spirit protects us anyway. We have a spiritual army around us, so we don't need any extra shit. But if you want the extra things to make you feel more protected, or make you feel like that's important, then a symbol and a physical tool can make you feel in a better way. So, Gala, yes, yes and no. It depends on your mentality, what you think you need. Because when I first started, I had crystals, holy water, sage, Palo Santo. I had every crystal you can think of. I did all this bullshit. I saged my cards like this. I was going like that all around it. Yeah, please, blah, blah, blah. I was scared shitless because I said, I hope I don't get zapped by somebody, or I hope I'm going to give somebody the right. I was always doubting myself. But then I said, no, hell no. Why are you doubting yourself, bro? You gotta understand that if you believe, you'll receive. So my belief is so strong now And when I get more signs of that belief being confirmed, it makes you feel immortal. It makes you feel like you can't be wrong no more, or you can't get wrong done to you. And once you, I hope everybody gets to the stage of belief that I am in, because you'll definitely understand it more when you have more belief. The more you believe, the more you'll feel like there's nothing that's gonna get in your way anymore. You have to, like, if you believe, you don't have to do anything I say. But my belief now is at the highest point it's ever been. And it sometimes makes me feel like I can't do anything wrong, or there is nothing wrong going to happen. And when something does happen that's wrong, it's still not as bad as it could have been or should have been. And the reason why is because of protection and your belief and knowing that everything is going to be okay. And if you believe you have the power to do things, you can't be stopped. But you have to do it in a righteous, right way. You have to do it in a truthful, great intention, not a good intention, a great intention. you know. So if you don't do that, then you're not going to get anywhere. In order to be the best version of you, your belief has to be the best version of belief. Belief is everything. Yeah, Teresa, I mean, I've been doing tarot for a long time, but like Mystical says there, intention is powerful with the strength of belief. That's absolutely correct. Yeah. The thing is you can be really good at what you do, but in order to be the best you can be is belief. You have to believe that everything you say and do is right, and no one's going to tell you no different. But like I said, it can be very tricky because when you read for people, you don't want to see nothing bad. And if you already think something bad's going to come out, then it will, because your intentions, you're touching these with your intentions. So if someone comes in here and says, I'm having a bad time and I want to know how this is going to be. So what you do is like how I do sometimes. I try to make you laugh so the energy gets mutual again. It becomes good. So that way, if I make you laugh or talk shit to you, even though you're having a bad day or you're asking me a question that could turn out bad, I'm still going to try and make you laugh or make things better for you, because I want the cards to come out in a way where it's not affecting the energy, where I want to get the right answer. So I'm gonna make sure that I don't inflict more of a negative energy. And that's why I always try to make everybody laugh and talk shit, because people say that I talk a lot of shit and I make people laugh and I'm not serious. When I read every person, I'm very much serious. And I will scold you and tell you about yourself, you know? But I'm also going to do it in a way where I'm trying not to offend you, but I'm going to be an adult, you know? Maria, you said, Marky, people that have come to chat, can you tell if they have gifts, meaning spiritual wise? I mean, I don't really pry into their energy, I don't really like, I never knew that Gala was a reader, to be honest, because I don't know her like that. Like, I've never had a conversation with her to say, hey, what do you do? I'm not really nosy or pokey like that. And the only reason I found out is because Teresa said that she's a reader. So I don't really like analyze every person that comes in here. because that's not my job, and that's prying into your energy, which without your consent. But I know I can tell if spirit will say, "Hey, that person reads. Watch out," you know. So they'll tell me, but I really don't care because if you're not talking to me about what you're doing, then I'm not gonna pry into your life. But if you come in here and say, "Hey, Mark, I read too. I'm a reader," and I'll be like, "Oh, okay, cool. What's your channel so I can come and see you?" That's my first instinct. Now, whatever you do could benefit me and benefit someone else and benefit me as well, where we can help each other because everybody's gifts is different. A lot of people don't do mediumship. So to me, a medium has to prove themselves. Yeah. So I can sometimes I can tell if somebody's a reader, you know? But a lot of people think they're readers, but they have a long way to go. But I've heard of people being heard of good readers and heard of people and stuff, but everybody is gifted, you're right. But do they believe? That's the answer, yes. But I'm not the type of person that analyzes every single person that comes into my chat because that's invading your privacy. I'm not going to sit there, but sometimes like every there's a lot. If you're coming in here and you're going into people's chats that are psychics, it's because you believe in it, or you don't, or you just want to be a part of a community, or you want to learn from somebody, you know? So when I first got interested in doing this, I would go inside certain people's rooms and see how they work. And then some people will be like, will turn me off because they're just talking to hear themselves, and I can tell that they're not really gifted. They just read bullshit, you know? But a lot of tarot readers don't really have like a mediumship gift. They admit it, or they just don't want it. And a lot of people can't handle mediumship because you're talking to dead people all day. You're talking to spirit all day, and you're talking to spirit for someone else. And if you're a medium, sometimes you can't connect with certain people because they don't want to talk to you. Yeah, something they earn tarot, or they say you're a part of the tarot community, which I'm not a part of. I'm not a part of no community. I'm a part of Marky Mark's tarot. I'm not a part of these damn people on here. I don't want nothing to do with them. I ain't a part of your damn community. I'm a part of myself. You want to be a part of Marky Mark's tarot? No problem. And I'll be a part of your channel too. But I ain't in no damn community. Don't put me in that category. I don't want nothing to do with these fake ass people and these people trying to leech off of me and act like I'm taking food off their table and all this bullshit they say to me. I ain't got no time for that. I'm myself, and I have people who love me, and I love them, and we're all cool, and that's all that matters. Yeah, spiritual arrogance is ugly, and I can't stand it. And I can't stand people who claim they're something that they're not, and that pisses me off. You know, I can't stand people like that. It makes me mad, and I try not to get mad because I know people are fake anyway. But there's a lot of people that will say in multiple rooms, "Oh, I know how to do this and I know how to that," but you ain't showing nobody nothing. You just talk to hear yourself. So you're a joke. Unless you're coming live like this and showing people your talent and getting good feedback, then you're really nothing to be. You can't talk to me or anybody else who does the same because there's fake and good in everything. But if you can't prove yourself on your own channel, then you're nothing to be worried about or to be talked about, and you can't be trusted. You have to show your true, authentic self. And if you can genuinely help people and they leave your room saying, "You know what? I love Mark. He helped me out today. He did something for me that no one else did." And I'll be happy as shit if I can help you. But one of the main things people, um, a lot of people want is mediumship. Like they want to know if spirit is around them. They want to know if they have the gift. They want to know if what they're hearing is true. That's the most difficult thing, in my opinion. Is like some are naturals. Some mediums are. That's all they